Jury deliberations in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial resume at 9 this morning. 12 News' legal analyst Craig Mastantuono joins us now. And Craig, we have a lot to get to here. A lot has happened since you were last on the show. We're entering now day 4 of deliberations, and there are questions about a possible hung jury. At this point, what do you think? What is the likelihood of this happening?
Well, look, the longer they go, the longer it's more, or the more likely it becomes. What we haven't heard from the jurors, at least that we're aware of, are questions that indicate to the judge that they're having a hard time deliberating, talking to each other, moving through the instructions and application of the facts to the law. And when they start sending out notes like that, then we know there is a very real possibility of that. Today we head into Friday. That is meaningful because jurors may be more inclined to try to resume their deliberations with an end goal in mind of trying to reach a unanimous conclusion one way or the other on all of these charges by the end of the day, but we're just not aware yet of where they're at.
Now, if the jury can't reach a consensus, does this entire process happen all over again?
If it's a hung jury, it's a mistrial without prejudice, which means the matter is back to the starting point at the trial proceedings for Mr. Rittenhouse, and the sides reevaluate and determine whether they want to proceed to trial again.
Now, just out of curiosity, would we see the same attorneys?
You likely would see the same prosecutor, and I think in this case you'd likely see the same defense attorneys. We're not seeing any indications that either side is dissatisfied with the proceedings one way or the other.
Okay, so yesterday we found out that the judge allowed a juror to take home the jury instructions. As an attorney, with your experience, would you have a problem or an issue with one of the jurors on one of your cases doing this?
I think there's always a concern that jurors are going to study and then try to access outside materials while they're being told not to do that. Remember, every single break for the evening, these jurors have been admonished, do not look at the internet, read anything about this case, watch TV about this case. If you give them something to study, which is what they wanted to do with the instructions, is the temptation to do that heightened? And I think that's any attorney would have that concern.
Right. And so the jury has been deliberating for almost 24 hours now. Is this something that you've seen personally? Is this normal?
I've waited out a couple of 3.5-day deliberations, so in that range, with varying results. So it's not very abnormal, but it's unusual to start to go into a 4th day. I mean, this is definitely long, as attorneys would describe deliberations.
Now, this is some breaking news that we got to yesterday. The judge banning MSNBC from the courtroom for the rest of the trial after we received that note from Kenosha Police Department about someone who had allegedly said they were with that specific media outlet, that they were out next to the jury van. Now, do you agree with that decision here that the judge made?
Well, I'm certainly not going to disagree with anything the judge does to keep the jury safe, in his opinion. I mean, that's one of his charges, and he and his deputies, or the deputies assigned to his courtroom, are charged with doing that. And so any concerns along those lines would justify an action like the judge took.
Do you think that we're going to get a verdict today?
I think it's possible. I'll say 50-50. The weekend's coming, and they haven't said that they're close to hanging yet, so they're working through it. Maybe these instructions and their studying of them will charge them to reach some conclusions.
All right, Craig Mastantuono, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back after this.